My name is Julian Smith. I am a travel and science writer. I was about to get married, and I heard about this British explorer named Ewart Grogan about 100 years before, who traveled from one end of Africa to the other to prove to his girlfriend's father that he was worth marrying. And I thought maybe I could learn something from him if I retraced this guy's route. So this trip was one last epic journey before settling down. So this guy's route went all the way from South Africa to Egypt. I took bicycles, buses, pickup trucks, anything that would carry me, I would just hop aboard. About halfway through the trip, I was on the shore of Lake Malawi. Lake Malawi is this huge lake in Central Africa. I needed to get to this town that was way up on top of a mountain, about 10 miles on foot uphill. The road I was climbing had these curves. Each one had a number on it. In a way, I could track my progress as I was climbing. And they were going really slowly. I hit number 10 and I'm about halfway there. And I'm thinking, wow, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. And I drank a lot more of my water than I thought I was going to. I'm getting more tired. And I started to get a bad feeling. What would happen if something went wrong? Who would even know I was here? I was one mistake away from this turning into a really bad situation. I turned around and I saw this guy on a really old red motorcycle puttering up the trail. I was waving at him pretty frantically. He pulled over and said, "Do you need a ride?" I said, "Yes, definitely, I do." I hopped on the seat behind him. Off we went. We start talking over the roar of the engine. He's the educational coordinator in this poor region of rural Malawi. You have to bring your own supplies to school to even go. So if you don't have pencils and paper, you can't even go to school and get an education. But he's just very cheerful and optimistic about it. It's just this window into this world that most of us, including me, have just so little exposure to. So we probably drove another hour. It was suddenly very clear to me that I would have never made it on my own. We finally reached this town I needed to get to. He wrote his name and address in my notebook, and he just said goodbye and took off. I'm thinking, man, you don't know it, but you just saved my life. So I made it home. I got married. As soon as the dust settled after our wedding and our honeymoon, I had a chance to fill a box with notebooks and pencils and paper for him and his students and send it to him. A little note just telling him how important his help had been to me. For him, it was probably just another day going to work or going home. But for me, it was more serious than that. And I realized that people, just out of the goodness of their heart, just are happy to help.